I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction. Here with your cattle market summary for the week ending May the 26th. We're coming to you a little bit early this week due to the Memorial Day holiday weekend coming up, and hope everybody has a good one. And depending on what happens Friday, won't have that on there, but pretty decent wrap up through Thursday late here, where your board has been volatile. Your fats ended up the week a little bit lower, and feeders ended up the week a little bit higher, although they kind of dipped down midway through the week and then come back strong, started strong and ended strong. But the prices will be higher for the week. You look at your board through Thursday there, live cattle futures. Monday was up 97, Tuesday down 70, Wednesday down 140, Thursday up $1.47 to end the week at 121.40. Feeder cattle futures, Monday was up 232, Tuesday down $1.27, Wednesday down 282, and Thursday up 245 to end the week on Thursday, at 151.12. Your fats spot market late Thursday ended the day at 123.92. So that's about $8 basis there, which is starting to narrow because it was running $10, $12, $15 here just a few weeks ago. But through Thursday there, on the fats, actually through Wednesday had around 38,000 sold. Not a lot of business on Thursday, but did have some dress business in the Northern Plains, and some at 208 and some at 210, but most of the 210 was FOB or picked up, which you could actually add on a little more for that. So that looked positive. That was higher than what they had traded some earlier in the week, which was mostly all 208. Southern Plains established their market at 132 Wednesday after the Fed cattle exchange sold cattle much the same way. Your actual dress steer weights for the week ending May the 13th, which is the latest that come out on Thursday, were 836 pounds, which was 4 pounds heavier after dropping 17 pounds on the last report from the report before that. So maybe it did bottom out there at 832 pounds, but coming up a little bit, and we expect that because we knew when we got into May that we were going to start getting into some cattle that had a few more days on them. And we're all the way to the middle of May on that actual dress steer weights while we're about to end May up here live. But your slaughter through Thursday, 461,000, that's 10,000 more than last week, 15,000 more than the same week a year ago. You look at your feeder cattle markets, real-time index on Beef Market Central, late Thursday set at 142.85, which was up $1.27 for the day, because we talked earlier in the middle of the week on Wednesday, your cash feeders dipped down but then came right back strong. That 142.85 was actually 15 cents higher for the week compared to the end of last week. So it's going to be a little bit higher, and not a lot of big sales going to be happening on Friday. Most everybody kind of shutting down, and then won't be much going on until Tuesday, and then Wednesday will start things back full bore. But you look at cash feeders, started out the week higher, Oklahoma City and the like, $2 to $5 higher early on Monday, but then OKC West hit the brunt of it on Wednesday with their yearling sale. Their calf sale on Tuesday was good, sold them 1 to 4 higher, but their yearlings and big feeders on Wednesday, and this is the first time they've hit a bad market really all spring. El Reno's been one of the top markets, and by far the top market on receipts. They're just blowing everybody away on receipts, but did have the bad timing being on Wednesday there when your board was the toughest down, and then it popped back Thursday, which ended those late week sales on a stronger note. But they sold their feeders steady to $3 lower, which was no wreck by any means. But some of your late week sales on Thursday, Pratt, Kansas had near 4,000 head. Look at the Beef Market Central market report there. Sold their feeder cattle $3 to $6 higher, as you see that. And that's really what your late week market is $3 to $6 higher than a week ago. That was a good test right there in Pratt. And your big feeders on the north side of Kansas there, Farmers and Ranchers Livestock, Salina, Kansas, they're big feeders, 800 to 1,000 pound feeders, $3 to $7 higher. You see an individual quote out of Salina, 106 head of steers at 3:15 in the afternoon. They weighed 845 pounds and bring 156 and a quarter, and that's about as high as we saw all week, although there were some big stick out sales on Tuesday. But going to take a few days off here for the Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to have a good time. I hope you guys do. Make sure some beef is involved in your celebration. All those people didn't fight and die for this country so you could have a chicken breast on Memorial Day. So have a good time, and while I enjoy a much needed, well-deserved vacation, hope everybody else is having one too. But that's from the home office here in Canyon, Texas. We'll talk to you on Wednesday.